Hey guys, I'm Catrice. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm here. Oh, it's been a long time coming. I've just been so busy with work. I just recently got promoted. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys see that I do some travel. I'm gonna be doing so much more travel this year. So things have been a little crazy, a little stressful, but I'm here. I'm gonna do this and I'm excited. Definitely gonna use this vlogging to keep me motivated and show you guys throughout this prep journey that I'm on. So before I dive in, I'm gonna give you a little background on me. 28, I'm married. I married my high school best friend in Disney. Also a full-time desk jockey. Yes, I sit on my butt all day long for the most part, unless it's to go to the bathroom, which I do a lot now that I drink about 1.5 gallons of water a day. But yeah, I actually gained a lot of weight once I started working full-time, sitting at a desk, because I used to be up and about in college, and then being stationary, I naturally just gained weight, stressed, binge ate late at night, commuted back and forth to work. Long story short, I gained like 50 pounds. Actually, I call it the full-time 50. Yeah, no joke. And then that's when I actually started my health and fitness journey back in, when was it? 2018, 2017. So I got some news from my doctor who told me that one, I was labeled as obese for my height, which I could not believe. It just shocked me. I never felt like I was that big, but maybe I was. It just wasn't healthy. And then getting blood work back, they told me how my cholesterol is way too high for my age. I'm at risk for a heart attack. High cholesterol runs in my family. So I knew I had to take things seriously and change up my diet. And that's when I found Kayla Itzine's fitness program on the app called BBG. So I was like, oh, okay, I gotta give this a try. There's no excuses. You can do this at home. And I found a lot of success with that because I really could just do workouts at home. Not too many weights were needed. I started in January 2018 doing the 12-week challenge, and as you can see, and then I stuck it out, and after the full 12 weeks, I lost like 35 pounds. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I was able to stick to it. I cleaned up my diet, and things just were great. And it just really kept me motivated that I was getting healthy, my numbers were dropping, and I was just excited to see my body transforming, and I just had a lot more energy. I have really bad asthma, and my breathing got so much better once I lost weight. So that sort of kicked off my fitness journey. And then once that year sort of wrapped up, I saw that they were releasing Steph's build program. So I was like, you know, I need to get over this fear of working out at the gym and lifting, because it absolutely terrified me. I'm a Zumba instructor, so I was always at the gym. I could go to the gym whenever I needed to. And I was just like, you know, I have to get over this fear. And let me stop and say, as a Zumba instructor, I love doing what I do. I only teach one class a week now, because I just do it as a hobby. I absolutely love dance and moving and the release that comes with dancing and inspiring others around me. So I've been a Zumba instructor for almost 10 years now. It's been absolutely insane, but I absolutely love it. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love to shake my ass. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so I started doing Steph's build and on the Sweat app again. And that was in 2019, started that new Sweat 12-week challenge with a new program saying, okay, my ass is gonna learn how to lift and stop being scared of the gym. And it sort of broke me out of these barriers that I was so afraid to try lifting a barbell. Like, I still was so glued to that Smith machine because I was absolutely terrified that the weights would like collapse on me, or I'd just look dumb doing lifts that I had no idea what I was doing. But the app really, really helped me get form. I started light and I just built that sort of confidence and strength over time. And I grew a booty for sure. I gained so much muscle. I highly, highly, highly recommend Steph's Build program. If you really want to look into getting some strength and muscle tone, the way she builds her progressions through each single like day by day workout, I mean, it's absolutely incredible, the strength that I built. So once I did that for I think until I did all the way up to Build 2.0, and I was like, okay, what is my next challenge? I need something to fuel my fire, to keep me going. So sort of having this push, and that's really what keeps me motivated to keep going, to keep driving. So once I reach the end, it's like, I don't want to start the programs over. So that's what kind of stinks with having the limitations. I don't like redoing things after I sort of accomplish them. That's sort of crappy on my part. But I needed something else. I knew I needed something to keep me going. So I stumbled upon bikini competitions. And no, not the super ripped ones, but these girls are still jacked. You're still thin. You're just really, really strong and sexy and confident. And that's something I was like, you know, I sort of gained this weight. I've built this muscle. I started to still feel a little heavier again, because again, that's natural. I was in a surplus. I was trying to gain muscle. I naturally gained weight. It happens. And then I struggled to get that weight off. I sort of just plateaued for months and months, and I tried yo-yo dieting and it just didn't help my metabolism. So starting off bikini competitions, I knew that I had to do my research. I started watching videos, seeing and following people that were doing competitions that, you know, were just regular old people like me, none of these like superstar, beautiful model-esque athletes. And I just started reaching out and asking them questions, just like, you know, where do you start? Like, how do you get involved in this sort of sport? And what's so great is everybody's so open, everybody's so driven and willing to help each other out. People were more than welcome to guide me and say, hey, you need to get a coach and get ready before you even go into competition prep. So midway through 2019, I decided, okay, I'm gonna get a coach. I'm gonna try to fix my metabolism, because again, I plateaued. I have eaten in a surplus, I've eaten in a deficit, and nothing happened. So I sort of felt stuck anyway. So I really needed guidance because I'm not an expert. I just follow what I read. And I was hoping that it would work for me. But again, your body gets to a point where you get so used to it and you're making adjustments that it's like, I'm not doing anything else. So I found a coach, and you know, everything was great, and then it was just a true struggle for me because of work and travel to continue with that style of meal planning, that it made it really hard to follow. So then I started stressing, and I realized like this didn't work. And then I started watching videos, and many people told me that it's okay to not find the perfect coach the first time around. Really do your research. Sometimes it does take some time to figure out, you know, who works best for you. And it did. It's taken me some time, but a few months ago, I found my coach, Kate. She is fantastic. She will kick me in the butt, and she, you know, says it straight out. Like, she mic drops everything. If you follow her Instagram, she does not hide anything. She will say how she feels, and she will let me know when, you know, I need to stop, or if I need to, you know, push a little harder. She is not, you know, gonna let me back down from my goals, and I really sort of appreciate that honesty. I sort of need that attention and that drive, so I love her for it. I feel like a duckling, and she's, you know, my mama duck. So she just has so much knowledge, and I really have had so much success working with her. And now that I have been with her for about 2 months now, I am officially in competition prep. Yeah, and I've actually lost so much weight already working with her. I mean, I'm down probably about 13 pounds from when I started middle of December with her, and yeah, it's just been incredible. I've had some, you know, ups and downs. It's not easy. I'm not perfect. There was a time where, again, I traveled with work and I had a cupcake. I was like, I'll have a cupcake, it's fine. Then my mental brain goes, okay, I'll just have a cookie, it's fine. Then I came home and I stepped on the scale and I get super bloated after I travel and was like, oh my God, I've ruined my body. What have I done? But yeah, it's all mental. And then I naturally just started binge eating. I am a binger, man. If you follow me, I have really bad anxiety. And I do not hide that. Like, it's totally okay. I really probably suffer from like perfectionist syndrome. Like, I just want things to go my way perfectly all the time, and things are out of my hands sometimes, and I can't control everything. And I put so much stress and pressure on myself to the point where I'm in tears, or I just literally just shut down and I don't want to do anything. And thank God for my husband, because he helps me pull out of those dark phases. But I haven't had that in a while, so it's been pretty good. So let me talk about my workouts, because I know a lot of people are like, what are you doing? What plan are you following? So my coach, she actually provided me with like a workout training for the next couple weeks to follow, and it sort of is a progression, sort of changing my weight, and there's different things that I do on different days. So I'm lifting upper body 3 days a week and then lower body 2 days a week. My cardio changes weekly. She provides me how much cardio I should change up and do, what my cardio should be. Also, along with that, my macros, so the amount of food I'm intaking to really help me get in shape and lose body fat for my bikini competition. So I haven't really set a competition date, because I, again, had one in mind, and then I was rushing it, and then I realized, okay, I'm traveling so much for work, I shouldn't rush into things. I don't want to stress over it. And yeah, I've just been sort of hesitant on locking down on an actual competition, but I have one in mind that I've sort of targeted and had that conversation with my coach. So that's what I have in mind. I don't want to share yet, just because as somebody with anxiety, I don't want to like lock myself in. I hate making decisions. Anyway, so my workouts are good. So when it comes to cardio, I am doing cardio almost every day. So I technically don't have a rest day. Rest days are considered when I'm not lifting. So I have 2 rest days, but I do cardio on that day, those days anyway. Really just a lot of incline walking at this point, and I cannot complain. I love walking. For somebody who sits on their butt every day, walking is great. It's great to get the blood flowing and moving, and I highly recommend you getting a small treadmill or a small stationary bike. I just put on a show and I start walking. So it's pretty simple to get my cardio done during the week. So when it comes to my macros and my eating, Again, I'm not the master behind macros and figuring out what you shouldn't eat and how much of it. Again, I have MyFitnessPal, and I use that to track my macros. I track pretty much everything I eat. I get used to it. It's not hard now. I like actually planning out my meals so I know what I'm gonna eat. It doesn't change up too much on the day, like during the day, because I sort of have in my mind, okay, this is what I'm gonna eat to hit my macros and reach my goal for the day and then the week and so on. And it makes it easy to update and change when coach decides to switch things up. So I always recommend MyFitnessPal, and you could use that app for free. You can actually use that to figure out your calorie deficit if you're trying to lose maybe a pound or half a pound a week. It'll sort of calculate that, like a generic calculation with your height and your weight and the amount you move, and will give you your macros to potentially lose a pound and a half pound, depending on what you set your goal to be. So I highly, highly recommend using that. So when it comes to eating, I know lots of people think that, dieting down, you're not eating anything. And if you know me, I love food. I'm not eating bland food. I promise you that. I am not eating chicken and green? Like, I don't even know what the generic food is. Is it just chicken, rice, and green beans maybe? I don't know, but that's not what I eat, because that's the beauty about finding a coach that sort of has these values. So, Coach Kate, she is strong on flexible dieting. It makes it easy to be more sustainable and less likely to sort of feel like you're gonna fall out of a diet phase if you're still eating things you enjoy. Like, I don't necessarily feel like I'm dieting because I still eat what I like. My food is very well seasoned. I'm still eating plenty of it, so I can't complain. I mean, some weeks my carbs are lower, boo-hoo, but I get over it. I'm eating healthier carbs. I'm still eating clean food. So I can't complain. Things are still pretty good. So when it comes to low carb, I still get a lot of questions, and Miracle Noodles, guys, so good. They actually don't taste like anything. 0 calories. I make soup with it. I use it as my pasta. It really just goes with whatever flavor that you're adding to it. So whether it's sauce, or I'll do pesto, or when it's soup, I'll do almost like a miso soup, chicken noodle, whatever. But it's a great filler. But yeah, I eat tons and tons of different things, so I really don't get bored. It's pretty good. I can't complain about my diet right now. So you guys have to just sort of find what you like to eat. If you're really trying to lose weight, just find things that you like and then try to make them healthier alternatives or lower calorie alternatives. Me and my husband, we actually do Chinese Fridays, and I found out that a Chinese restaurant that's like right down the road actually does like healthy meal options. So they do like steamed chicken and broccoli with like a black bean sauce on the side. It's fantastic. So I can easily weigh things out and put on as much sauce as I want. They also do like scallops or shrimp or mixed vegetable. It's fantastic. So there's lots of different options out there. I'm not necessarily restricting myself. I just eat to make sure that it fits within my macros at this point. So it's the great thing about flexible dieting. I'm still eating sushi. It just gotta work within my macros at this point. And as long as it's clean, not fried, it pains me. I love, love, love fried shrimp, but I haven't had that in a while. So I've actually stopped eating fried foods a while ago, just because it's not the greatest, but I do love my French fries. French fries are like my weakness as well. Pretzels and French fries, man, whoo, love them. But I don't want to talk too much. yeah, stay tuned. I will keep you guys posted weekly on my progress. Right now, I am doing very well. I'm seeing more strength in my shoulders, well, more definition in my shoulders, more definition in my legs at this point. Not like really, really strong lines. Sometimes my muscles are popping, and I'm like, whoa, what do I look like? This is crazy, even before I work out. But it's fantastic to see sort of this journey of, you know, my body making changes. And I'm doing this for me. I'm really pushing my limits. I want to show myself that, you know, I can do this. I am strong enough mentally and physically to get on that stage, be confident, wear makeup. That's one thing you guys will see in my makeup journey. I don't wear makeup. I don't know how to put it on. My mom never let me wear makeup. My mom, if you're watching, she knows. She was crazy. Also, so I actually got a tattoo with my mom on my wrist. Like, it's been almost 2 weeks now. Wow, it's crazy. Sort of, you know, to motivate me and keep me going. Again, really bad anxiety. My mom has bad anxiety. And spontaneously, I was like, hey, Mom, I've been writing, you know, this thing on my wrist. I think I want to get it. And so she was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get something too. And I'm so glad my mom is just as spontaneous as open. I mean, the apple does not fall far from the tree for me and my mom. I love her. She's my best friend. But yeah, I got this tattoo. You can see it here. And it really is just a great reminder. I look down, and whenever I feel like I'm struggling or mentally beating myself up, I remember that I can, you can. Like, I'm telling myself, like, you can do this. You can follow your goals and your dreams and your hopes. So yeah, I will keep you posted. Thanks for watching.